and you fall down and worship the image which I have made good. But if you do not worship, you shall be cast immediately into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is the God who will deliver you from my hands?
A long time ago, in the days of King Nebuchadnezzar, ruler of mighty Babylon, he made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and its width 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon. And King Nebuchadnezzar sent word to gather together the satraps, the administrators, the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the judges, the magistrates, and all the officials of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. So the satraps, the administrators, the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the judges, the magistrates, and all the officials of the provinces gathered together for the dedication of the image that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then a herald cried aloud,
"To you it is commanded, O peoples, nations, and languages, that at the time you hear the sound of the horn, flute, harp, lyre, and psaltery, in symphony with all kinds of music, you shall fall down and worship the gold image that King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. And whoever does not fall down and worship shall be cast immediately into the midst of a burning fiery furnace."
So at that time, when all the people heard the sound of the horn, flute, harp, and lyre, in symphony with all kinds of music, all the people, nations, and languages fell down and worshipped the gold image which King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Therefore, at that time, certain Chaldeans came forward and accused the Jews. They spoke and said to King Nebuchadnezzar,
"O king, live forever. You, O king, have made a decree that everyone who hears the sound of the horn, flute, harp, lyre, and psaltery, in symphony with all kinds of music, shall fall down and worship the gold image. And whoever does not fall down and worship shall be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace."
There are certain Jews whom you have set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not paid due regard to you. They do not serve your gods or worship the gold image which you have set up.
Then Nebuchadnezzar, in rage and fury, gave the command to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spoke, saying to them,
Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you do not serve my gods or worship the gold image which I have set up? Now if you are ready at the time you hear the sound of the horn, flute, harp, lyre, and psaltery, in symphony with all kinds of music, and you fall down and worship the image which I have made good. But if you do not worship, you shall be cast immediately into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is the God who will deliver you from my hands?
O Nebuchadnezzar, we have no need to answer you in this matter.
If that is the case, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us from your hand, O king.
But if not, let it be known to you, O king, that we do not serve your gods, nor will we worship the gold image which you have set up.
Then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and the expression on his face changed toward Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Heat the furnace 7 times hotter than it has ever been.
And he commanded certain mighty men of valor who were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their trousers, their turbans, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's command was urgent and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire took the lives of those men who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then King Nebuchadnezzar was astonished, and he rose in haste and spoke, saying to his counselors,
Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire?
They answered and said to the king, True, O king.
Look, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God.
Then Nebuchadnezzar went near the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spoke,
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out and come here.
Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came from the midst of the fire. And the satraps, administrators, governors, and the king's counselors gathered together, and they saw these men on whose bodies the fire had no power. The hair of their head was not singed, nor were their garments affected, and the smell of fire was not on them. Nebuchadnezzar spoke, saying,
Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who sent his angel and delivered his servants who trusted in him, and they have frustrated the king's word and yielded their bodies, that they should not serve nor worship any god except their own God. Therefore I make a decree that any people, nation, or language which speaks anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made an ash heap, because there is no other God who can deliver like this.
Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon.
Dear friends, we stood inside a furnace, hotter than any fire on earth. Not because we were brave, but because we believed.
They told us to bow, to fear, to follow the crowd. But we know our God is greater than fear.
Whether you are young or old, rich or poor, you will face pressure. The world will offer you golden images, fame, lies, shortcuts, and compromise. But remember, what you bow to, you serve. And what you serve, you become.
Don't trade your crown for comfort. Don't lose your voice in the noise. Stand tall, stand true, even if you stand alone.
Because you're never truly alone. Even in the fire, God is with you. Right there in the flames.
So let them see your faith. Let them hear your stand. And let your life preach louder than your lips.
We are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And if we could do it, so can you. Never bow to fear. Never bow to pressure. Never compromise. Because even in the fire, God is always with you.
hear the trumpet sound across the land. Every knee must bow to the King's demand. But deep inside your heart you know what's true. There's only one God worth bowing to. You look around and see the crowd give in, but you and your brothers won't commit this sin. The fire's hot, the threat is real, but your faith is stronger than what you feel. When the world says bend, you say no. When they threaten fire, your courage grows. Stand your ground, don't bow down, even if the flames surround. God is bigger than their threats. He's the one who saves, never forgets. Stand your ground, stand as one. Free your men with hearts like the sun. No statue made of gold can steal the faith that makes your spirit real. We will not serve your gods or worship the image you have set up. Our God is able to deliver us from the fire. But even if he doesn't, we will not bow. The king's face turns red with burning rage. He calls for heat beyond what any man can take. 7 times harder than before, but you walk forward through that door. You know your God can save you now. But even if he won't, somehow your choice is clear, your mind is set. This is a moment you won't forget. When the world says bend, you say no. When they threaten fire, your courage grows. Stand your ground, don't bow down, even if the flames surround. Your God is bigger than their threats. He's the one who saves, never forgets. Stand your ground, stand as one. Free your men, but hearts like the sun. No statue made of gold can steal the faith that makes your spirit real. You're not alone, walking with the Holy One. What they meant to destroy you only made your faith shine through. Stand your ground, don't bow down, even when the flames surround. Your God is bigger than their threats. He's the one who saves, never forgets. Stand your ground, stand as one. Free your men with hearts like the sun. No statue made of gold can steal the faith that makes your spirit real. Standing before the king of Babylon, gold statue rise into the sky. Our God is able, yes he is, even if the fire burns tonight. We've made our choice, we know our God. We will not bow, no we will not bow. We will not bow down. We will not bow down. Our God is able to deliver us from the flames that rage around. Even in the fire we stand. Even in the fire we stand. We will not bow down. Call all the people to the sound. Music and worship to your throne. But we serve the living God alone. He's the only one we've ever known. Our hearts are sure, our faith is strong. We will not bow, no we will not bow. We will not bow down. We will not bow down. Our God is able to deliver us wanted to betray, our God will make a way. Even in the furnace we will pray. We will not bow down. We will not bow down. Our God is able to deliver us from the flames that rage around. Even in the fire we stand. We still believe, we believe. We will not bow down. If He doesn't save us, still believe, we believe, we believe. We will not bow down. We will not bow down. We stand with you, forever true. We will not bow. Threw me in the fire, said I'd burn away, but I'm still standing here, 'cause you came to stay. When the flames got higher and I couldn't breathe, there you were beside me, you won't let me leave. There's a fourth man standing, fourth man standing in the fire with me. When the heat gets hotter, you're still there. Fourth man standing, never gonna leave me here alone. Man standing, you make this trial feel like home. Tell the King who bound me, tell the world who sees that the God I worship sets the prisoners free. Every chain that held me turned to dust and sand when you stepped inside the furnace of my pain. There's four men standing, four men standing in the fire with me. When the heat gets hotter, you're still there. Four men standing, never gonna leave me here alone. Man standing, you make this trial feel like home. I see you walking through the flame. I see you calling out my name. You're not afraid of what I face. You're not afraid. You're not afraid. Fourth man standing, fourth man standing in the fire with me. When the heat gets hotter, you're still there. Fourth man standing, never gonna leave me here alone. Man standing, you make this trial feel like fourth man standing, fourth man standing, fourth man standing with me.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share.